For SP substitution and tax extra.
KFC Taco Bell of Williston.
News Radio, AM stereo, 660 KEYZ, Williston.
Back at the Phil Jackson Fieldhouse, the pregame show continues tonight with the introduction of the starting lineups. This is Region 8 Basketball 2000, all brought to you by the 660 Sports Club sponsors. Some of those are Blue Rock Products of Williston and Brad Johnson Insurance, Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston, the El Rancho Hotel and Cafe in Williston, Farmers Union Oil Company in Crosby, the Farmers Union Oil Company in Grenora, and the Farmers Union Elevator in Ray, all proud sponsors of Region 8 Basketball here on 660 Keys Country. Now the introduction of the starting lineups. First of all, the visitors on the scoreboard. The Newtown Eagles, here's how they will go under head coach Chad Dalen. Starting at guard in the backcourt, 0-0. The number 00, a senior at 5'4", Samantha Lewis. The other guard will be number 13, a junior at 5'6", Cammie Whitebear. The forwards this evening for the Newtown Eagles will be number 22, a 5'7" junior, Emily Pusk. The other forward will be number 23, a 5'9" junior, Marissa Wells. The center this evening for the Newtown Eagles will be number 25, a senior at 5'6", Bailey Haugen. The Newtown Eagles coached by Chad Dalen. Here is the starting lineups for the Trenton Tigers, the visitors on the scoreboard. Newtown comes in as the number 4 seed out of District 15, while the Trenton Tigers come in as the number 1 seed out of District 16. Here's their starting lineup in the backcourt. Starting at one guard will be number 30, a 5'5" senior, Stacy Slater. The other guard will be number 22, a 5'10" senior, Lacey Turcott. The forwards this evening for Trenton will be number 20, a 5'11" senior, Callie Ryder. The other forward will be number 44, a 5'8" senior, Tanya Coomer. And the center this evening for the Trenton Tigers will be number 40, a 5'10" senior, Katie Hoffman. The Trenton Tigers are coached by Bob Turcott. The officials for this one, Dave Winger, Ron Doctor out of Tioga. And the introduction of the starting lineups having been concluded, we're about set for tip-off action. We'll do that after this 30-second timeout.
With the stock market's ups and downs, now could be the right time to put away some dollars into a guaranteed interest account. And Liberty State Bank in Powers Lake is ready to visit with you. Liberty State Bank has a complete loan portfolio from ag and business loans to car and vacation loans. Stop in today and visit with the friendly and professional employees at Liberty State Bank in Powers Lake. FDIC insured, Liberty State Bank also wishes good luck to the Lady Ranchers in the Region 8 tournament.
This basketball game about set to get underway as both teams huddled around their coaches for final instructions. Bob Turcott of the Trenton Tigers and Chad Dalen of the Newtown Eagles. The officials, Dave Winger and Ron Doctor, out to center court. The Newtown Eagles will send out Haugen, Wells, Pusk, Whitebear, and Lewis. Marissa Wells will come to the jump circle to jump it up for Newtown. Trenton will send out Slater, Turcott, Ryder, Coomer, and Hoffman. This should be a dandy ball game. Coming up after this one, it'll be the Grenora Gophers versus the Watford City Wolves. And again, in case you missed it, earlier we reported a score. The Williston Coyote girls defeated Beulah down at the West Region Tournament, 63-55 in overtime. So the officials are set for this one. Wells against Ryder. Tip is up. Tip control by Newtown. They'll open the ball game here in backcourt. This is Whitebear with it. Comes left side, Lewis. Out front to Wells. This is Haugen with it. Haugen outside. This is Wells at the top of the circle. Wells goes for a drive inside. No good, but on the drive, a whistle and a foul called. Foul will go against Katie Hoffman, I believe. She'll pick up the personal foul. That'll be the first team foul on Trenton. Check that, 30 is Slater picks up the foul. Stacy Slater, first personal foul. Here's a steal. Turnover number 1 on Newtown as Turcott steals the inbounds pass, and Trenton controls it for the first time in front court. This is Slater with it. Comes right side to Ryder. Looks inside for Coomer. High post to Hoffman. Swatted away from behind by Lewis. Picked up on the floor. Haugen has it, or check that, Pusk has it on the floor, but she rolled over and traveled with it. So turnover number 2 on Newtown. And Trenton will retain it in front court. This is Ryder with it. Left corner comes to Turcott. Left baseline. Her shot off the glass. Too strong. On the rebound, a whistle and a foul coming. A foul will go against Newtown. That'll go against Cammie Whitebear. She'll pick up her first personal foul, first team foul on Newtown. And so Trenton will reload. No score, 7:21 first quarter. Three-point shot on the way for Slater. Her shot no good. Therefore, the rebound, Whitebear pulls it away. Leaves it in backcourt for Wells. Wells out front. Comes to Pusk on the right side. Trenton opening up in a man-to-man defense, looks like. This is Pusk right side with it. Drives into the paint. Puts up a shot. Partially blocked there by Coomer. Rebound pulled away by Hoffman. Hoffman pulls it down, and back come the Trenton Tigers. Still no score, 6:53 to go, first quarter. Slater with it. Outside, left side. Here's Turcotte, her shot on the back iron, no good. Lewis on the rebound, long rebound on front. Thought she had a breakaway, now slows it down outside. And here's a steal for Slater. Slater on a breakaway, to the basket, goes for a shot, no good, but a whistle and a foul. Marissa Wells will pick up the personal foul. Wells picks up her first personal. Second team foul on Newtown, and so Stacy Slater will go to the free throw line. Turnover number 3 on Newtown. As Slater at the free throw line for 2 shots. 6:37 to go first quarter. No score. Now Slater breaks the drought. She gets the first free throw. 1-0 Trenton. She'll get one more shot here. The senior for the Trenton Tigers. Stacy Slater eyes the bucket. Second shot on the way on the back iron, no good. Rebound, Wells corrals it for Newtown, and the Eagles start back with it. This is Whitebear. Left side, it comes Lewis. Three-point shot out there, up and good. Samantha Lewis, a three-point shot, 3-1. Newtown with the lead by 2. Back with it comes Trenton. Now some token pressure being applied at midcourt by the Newtown Eagles. Slater with it comes right side, Turcotte. Turcotte out front, Slater, pass down low, Hoffman. Ball stolen away by Whitebear. Turnover number 1 on Trenton, and back comes Newtown. Wells with it out front. Bounces right side, this is Haugen with it. Haugen against Slater. Comes between the circles, ball tipped away by Slater, out of bounds. It'll belong to Newtown in front court. 5:58 to go, first quarter. 3-1. Newtown with the lead. Inbounds, it comes, this is Pusk on the left side. Out front it comes to Wells, now back to Haugen. Pusk alone, left corner, her shot from there. Three-pointer, rims out, no good. Ryder on the rebound for Trenton. And the Tigers start back with it. Down the left side comes Slater. She'll pull it up between the circles. Still on the dribble, comes right side, gets a screen from Hoffman. Alone outside, three-pointer for Slater, up and good. Stacy Slater, a three-pointer. 4-3, Trenton by 1. And now, timeout. And the official coming over and talking to the Trenton bench, someone hit the ball out of bounds after it was made. Here's almost a steal down court. This is Wells with it, goes for a jump shot off the glass, up and good. Marissa Wells with the bucket. Makes it 5-4. Trenton, or check that, Newtown by 1. Trenton back with a basketball. Turnover on the Trenton Tigers as Slater turns it over. And so Newtown will get it back. 5:17 to go first quarter. 5-4. Newtown with the ball and the lead. This is Haugen with it, right corner against Turcotte. Cut off at the baseline. Tries to go back outside. She travels with it. Turnover number 4 on Newtown. And so Trenton will get it back. Ryder on the inbounds. Gets it into Slater, and Ryder will now orchestrate the offense between the circles. Comes right side. Looks for a screen from Hoffman. They look to work the screen and roll. Pass inside. Hoffman lost it, picked it up, goes right corner with it. Out front it comes to Slater. Slater on the top of the wheel, looks for help. Backing in now against Hoffman, looks for a screen and roll. Pass down low, too long for Hoffman. Pushing off underneath is Samantha Lewis. She'll pick up the personal foul. That will be her first personal foul. Third team foul on Newtown. And so to the inbounding it will be Trenton. Ryder on the inbounds, comes right side to Slater. Back to Ryder alone, right corner. Pulls it up, looks for Hoffman inside, and now dumps it inside for Coomer. Coomer on the way to the basket is pushed from behind. That push will go against Bailey Haugen. She'll pick up the personal foul. Her first, fourth team foul on Newtown, and so Trenton will inbound it. Substitution now for the Newtown Eagles. Checking into the lineup, Rose Danks will check in for the Newtown Eagles, replacing Bailey Haugen. Haugen comes off. Danks is in for the Eagles. On the inbounds, Trenton. They get it into Turcotte. Her shot off the glass, up and good. Lacey Turcotte the bucket. 6-5, Trenton by 1. In backcourt, a whistle and a foul. Hold foul called against Turcotte. She'll pick up her first personal foul. Second team foul on Trenton. And with 4:30 to go, first quarter. Newtown will get the ball back. They trail by 1, 6-5. Trenton with the lead. This is Lewis with it in front court, left side. Lewis comes right side to Wells. Wells looks for help inside. Now a long cross-court pass intercepted by Hoffman. Turnover number 5 on Newtown. Up ahead it comes to Turcotte. And offensive foul called against Turcotte. As she was called for an offensive foul in front court. That'll be her second personal, third team foul on Trenton. And back with it comes Newtown. Lewis with it outside. A shot, three-pointer up and good. Second three-pointer for Samantha Lewis. And it makes it an 8-6 ball game. Newtown with the lead by 2. Back with it, Slater. Slater out front. As Turcotte said, they like to play Newtown, an up-tempo game. Pass down low for Hoffman. Pushing off underneath is Cammie Whitebear. She'll pick up the personal foul. That will be her second. Team foul number 5 on Newtown. And so Trenton will inbound it. Now Erin Ling and Cammie Moran check into the Trenton lineup, replacing Coomer and Turcotte. Ryder on the inbounds, looks for help. Out front it comes to Moran, to Slater. Slater will set up the offense between the circles, dumps it high post to Hoffman. Hoffman turns, gets it out to Ryder, looks for help, back to Hoffman. Drives in the paint, goes up for a shot off the glass, up and good, count the bucket, whistle and a foul. Katie Hoffman split the defense, went up for the shot. On her arm was the Newtown Eagles. Will check out the foul, count the bucket. Makes it an 8-8 ball game. Hoffman will step to the free throw line as Bridget Finley, who's in the ball game now for Newtown, picked up that personal foul. Chance at a three-point play for Hoffman. She hits it. Makes it 9-8. Trenton by 1. Newtown with it in backcourt. 3:35 to go, first quarter. Right corner comes Lewis. Off her hands, out of bounds. Turnover number 6 on Newtown. And so back with it will come the Trenton Tigers. Now a timeout on the floor called by Trenton. We'll do the same with the score. Trenton leading at 9-8 over Newtown. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
There are a lot of ways to invest your money. But if your business is agriculture, you want to know that the money you invest is reinvested in agriculture. We make ag loans. The money invested with us is used to finance the plowing, planting, and harvesting of next year's crop. Invest in agriculture. Invest with us. Mackenzie County Bank. Member FDIC. Solutions, not problems.
3:31 to go, first quarter. 9-8. Trenton with the 1-point lead. Now full court pressure being applied by Newtown in backcourt. Ling has it across the line, gets it to Ryder, to Slater, and they get it up against that Newtown press. Slater comes right side with it, looks in the corner for Ryder. Ryder looks for help, spins, goes out front with it. Slater. She's double teamed out there. Now alone, Ling in the left corner. Her three-point shot off the iron, no good. Rebound, trying to pull it down was Newtown. Here's Hoffman putting up a shot, no good. Hoffman kicks it outside for Ling, and Ling travels with it. Turnover number 3 on Trenton, and back with it will come Newtown. 9-8. Trenton leads by 1. Newtown has the ball in backcourt. Now Trenton applying some full court pressure in backcourt. Called for carrying the ball, Samantha Lewis. Turnover number 7 on Newtown. And so Trenton gets it right back with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. The inbounds comes to Slater. Across the way, now back left side. Moran to Ling. Pass down low. Hoffman underneath. Her shot blocked from behind. Loose ball picked up by Moran out front to Ling. Looks for help, back to Moran. She's alone, left corner, shot from there on the iron, short. Long rebound goes out of bounds, touched by Newtown. It'll belong to Trenton in front court. 2:16 to go, and the clock continues to run on the out of bounds play. So far, nobody notices. Out front, Ling, her shot, up, short, no good. Long rebound right side. comes back into Moran. And now she is hammered in the right corner by Wells, I believe. Marissa Wells will pick up the personal foul. On the out-of-bounds play, the clock kept running and ran off about 7 seconds. Wells will pick up the personal foul, her second, 6th team foul. Or check that, 7th team foul on Newtown. So to the free throw line will be Cammie Moran for 1 in the bonus. 9-8. Trenton with the 1-point lead. Now make it 10-8 as Moran hits the first free throw. Substitution now for Newtown. Wendy Wells will check in, replacing Emily Pusk for the Newtown Eagles. Wells is in, Pusk is off for the Eagles as Moran gets set for his second shot. It's on the way, up and good. 2 of 2 for Cammie Moran, 11-8. Trenton leads it by 3. Back with it, Wells in backcourt across to... We got Wendy Wells and Marissa Wells in there now. Marissa has it. Cross court to Wendy. Back to Marissa. Left corner comes to Lewis. Lewis looks for help, goes back, right side, Wendy out front, Marissa. Back to Lewis, alone for 3. She's their 3-point shooter. On the front iron, no good. There for the rebound is Erin Ling. Over her back is Finley again. Finley will pick up the personal foul. That will be her second personal foul. 8th team foul on Trenton. And so with 1:44 to go in the quarter, to the free throw line will be Erin Ling. 11-8. Trenton leads by 3. Coming up after this one will be the Watford City Wolves and the Grenora Gophers. As the first round continues here in the Region 8 basketball tournament, the first free throw by Ling is no good. And it was 1 in the bonus, so therefore the rebound, Newtown pulls it away, and back come the Eagles. This is Wells on a drive into the paint, puts up a shot off the glass, up and good. Marissa Wells came from the left side, drove into the free throw line, put it up off the glass for 2. Makes an 11-10 ball game, and Trenton by 1. Here's a lob pass underneath for Hoffman. Her shot up and good. Trenton with the size advantage, trying to get the lob passes down low for Hoffman. Now carrying the ball, Wendy Wells. Turnover number 8 on Newtown, and so Trenton will get it back with 1:16 to go in the quarter. Substitution. Checking in for the Trenton Tigers will be Nicole Brunell. She will check in, replacing Slater, I believe. So in with it, this is Ryder with it. Comes left side, right side to Ling. Back cross court, left side Moran. Moran with it, looks inside, now decides to shoot from the left side. Shot is short. Brunell had it, loose ball on the floor, still nobody. Moran fighting for it. Wells picks it up. Finally carries it up ahead to Finley. Finley, Wells, this is Marissa. Bounce pass up ahead, Lewis alone, 3-point line. She tees it up from there, up and good. Samantha Lewis, 3 3-pointers, and they can't leave her alone. 13-12, Trenton by 1. Back with it come the Tigers. This is Ryder with it. Moran out front, Ryder. Ling is alone right corner. They don't see her, but now out front, Ryder's going to try a 3. Her shot rims off, no good. Hoffman long rebound. Hoffman looks for help to Moran, back outside to Ryder. She thought about a 3, now goes back. Right corner, here's Ling alone. She dribbles once, goes for the high arching shot, up and good. Erin Ling, 2-point shot from about 12 feet on the right side, 15-12. Back with it, Lewis for Newtown. Now they're paying more attention to her out there on the wing as she's hit 3 3-pointers. Here's Finley in the middle of the lane. Her shot rims off, no good. Ling on the rebound. Clears it in backcourt, and that'll end the quarter with the score. The Trenton Tigers lead it 15-12 over Newtown. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Rats, I missed it again. Now I wonder who called.
You would know who called if you had voicemail from Northwest Communications Cooperative in Ray. You know who called while you were at the game, and you know who called when you just couldn't make it to the phone in time. Voicemail allows the caller to leave you a message. No messy, garbled tapes, just the clean, clear voice of the caller. It's just $3 a month, and the $10 activation fee is waived in November. NCC and Ray, bringing modern communication services to northwestern North Dakota.
Northwest Lumber and Supply of Ray is having their fall sale. Save on farm gates. 50 foot of snow fence is just $32. Cattle panels are on sale, and you can really save on fence posts, wood or steel. Save on stock pole barn poles, 1 and 2-inch rough corral lumber, 6-foot step ladders, and color log siding. There's more. Save on rebar, concrete mesh, globe windlock shingles, bull rails, round rails, and cedar fence boards. Cash and carry, subject to stock on hand. Northwest Lumber and Supply, 1/2 block east of the Ray Mall.
Back to start the second quarter after 15-12. the Trenton Tigers lead it over the Newtown Eagles. And to start the second quarter, Trenton will have the ball. And a reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball here on 660 Keys Country. Some of the sponsors, Gaffney's of Williston, proud sponsors of this Region 8 basketball tournament. Interstate Detroit Diesel, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Liberty State Bank. Trenton has it in front court. Left corner, here's Turcotte alone for three. Her shot up from there is good. Lacey Turcotte back into the ball game, hits a three-pointer. 18-12. The lead is 6 for Trenton. Back with it, Newtown. This is White Bear with it out front. Comes left corner to Lewis. Lewis, White Bear, Wendy Wells. In the middle is Rose Danks, who's in there now, and Bridget Finley. And now carrying the ball. Turnover called against Newtown. Out front, that's Wendy Wells called for the turnover. They're 9th of the ball game, and so Trenton will get it back. They lead by 6 with just underway here in the second quarter. The Tigers have Slater in there, Ryder, Hoffman, Turcotte, and Coomer, the original starters. This is Turcotte with it out front. Alone for a three-pointer on the front iron, no good. Underneath, a whistle and a foul. Pushing off underneath is Tanya Coomer. She'll pick up the personal foul. Her first personal foul, 4th team foul on Trenton. And so back with it come the Newtown Eagles. This is Lewis with it in backcourt. And now a steal for Turcotte. Up ahead for Brunel. Her shot there, no good. Ball lost out of bounds by Newtown. Turnover number 10, and Trenton will retain it. So turnover both ways there. Number 4 for Trenton. Number 10 for Newtown. Now substitutions. Lewis comes off. Wendy Wells comes off. Back in there, Emily Pusk for the Newtown Eagles. And I think Bailey Haugen is back in there. And now Trenton turns it over, so that's their 5th turnover. Now check that. A foul on Hoffman. She'll pick up her first personal foul. That's the 5th team foul on Trenton. And so back with it in front court. This is White Bear on a drive. Bounces underneath for... that was Danks. Her shot no good. Rims off there for the rebound. Trenton pulls it away. And the Tigers start back with it. This is Slater. Gives to Coomer. Ball tipped away from her by White Bear. White Bear on the drive to the bucket. Pass tipped away. Here's Hoffman. Up ahead, Turcotte. She's alone for a breakaway. Her shot off the glass. Up and good. Turcotte with the bucket. Turnover both ways. 11 for Newtown. And 6 for Trenton. And now another turnover. Traveling called on Newtown. So that makes 12 turnovers on the Newtown Eagles. Timeout going to be called by Newtown. So with the score, Trenton leads at 20-12. A reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball here on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Satisfy your hunger with Pizza Hut in Williston. Before or after the big game, stop in at Pizza Hut. Start off with any one of their appetizers, garlic bread, breadsticks, or buffalo wings. Prepared hot or mild, of course. Choose your favorite topping or one of Pizza Hut's specialty pizzas. There's hand-tossed, pan, or thin and crispy. This month, order any medium or large pizza at regular price and get your second pizza for just $1. That's Pizza Hut in Williston.
Hi, I'm Mary. I have a 2-story house and I need insurance. But you know what? I'm okay, because I've got Allied on my side. And with their premier service and affordable homeowner policies, I know my home is protected at a price I can afford.
Allied Group and Nationwide Insurance. Call your Allied Insurance professional today. Products underwritten by Nationwide and Allied Insurance Companies and affiliated companies. Equal housing opportunity insured.
Contact Brad Johnson Insurance in Crosby, 1-800-371-4204.
6:15 to go, second quarter, 20-12. Trenton with the 8-point lead. The Tigers with the basketball in front court. This is Ryder with it. Gives to Slater. Slater gets a screen right side from Turcotte. Slater dumps it inside for Coomer. Ball tipped away, picked up by Slater. Cross court it comes to Hoffman. Goes up against Wells. Or check that, Danks. And Hoffman hits the shot. No foul called on Danks. And now a whistle and a foul down court called on Stacy Slater. She'll pick up her second personal foul. Team foul number 6 on Trenton. And so Newtown will retain possession of it in front court. Now Cammie Moran checks into the Trenton lineup, replacing Stacy Slater. Slater's off. Moran is on for Trenton. Inbounds. This is Wells with it alone. Right corner. Her shot from there. Too strong. With the rebound underneath is White Bear. White Bear. Her shot blocked from behind. Pulled out of there by Haugen. Now a loose ball batted around, slapped out of bounds. It'll belong to Newtown in front court. So with 5:36 to go here in the second quarter, Newtown will inbound it to the right of their own basket. The inbounds will be by White Bear. Pass outside. Too far, but touched by Moran for Trenton, and so it'll belong still to Newtown in front court. This is White Bear with it. Gets it into Wells to White Bear. White Bear drives into the paint. Comes left side, alone out there. This is Haugen for a shot, no good. There for the rebound is Danks. Her shot up and good. Rose Danks with the bucket. Makes it 22-14. 8-point lead for Trenton. They have the ball in front court. Ryder with it. Comes right side to Turcotte. Inside it comes Hoffman. On her back is Rose Danks. She'll pick up the personal foul, her first. And that's the 9th team foul on the Newtown. And so to the free throw line will be Katie Hoffman. She has a total of 7 points so far in this first half. Substitution, White Bear checks off for the Newtown Eagles. And Lewis is back on there as Katie Hoffman, the senior at 5'10", steps to the free throw line. First free throw on the way is up and good. She will get one more. 23-14. Trenton with the lead. Is 5:14 to go here, second quarter. Hoffman's second shot on the way. Up and also good. 24-14. The lead is 10 for Trenton. In backcourt, Newtown has it. Across the line, this is Haugen. Haugen gets to Wells. Marissa Wells drives against Moran. Goes for a shot in the lane. Her shot rolls around, drops in. Count the bucket, a whistle, and a foul. And I believe Moran will pick up the foul. Cammie Moran, her first personal. Team foul number 7 on Trenton. And so that'll send Marissa Wells to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. She has 5 points so far tonight. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound comes off to Pusk. Jump ball, possession arrow. We'll see. Will stay with Newtown. So Wells missed the chance at a three-point play. 24-16. The lead is 8 for Trenton. Here's a shot. Newtown right side. A three-pointer for Lewis. No good. Hoffman on the rebound. And she traveled with it. In her anxiousness to get going, she took an extra step, but she couldn't find someone to pass to. Turnover number 7 on Trenton. And so Newtown will get it back. White Bear on the inbounds. Looks for help. Free throw line. It comes to Haugen. Right side to Pusk. She's alone for 3 from there. In and out. No good. Ball rebound rims off. Goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Newtown. 4:44 to go second quarter. 24-16. The inbounds pass comes to Haugen. Haugen comes from the left baseline. Out front to Lewis. Back left side intended for Wells. 2-5 for her. Out of bounds. Turnover number 13 here in the first half on Newtown. Back with it comes Trenton. This is Ryder with it in front court. Ryder across the line. Looks for help. Gets that reverse screen. Now looks for the roll. But instead Ryder shoots. Rims out. No good. Haugen there on the rebound. Up ahead to Wells. Bounces up ahead to Lewis. Full head of steam. Goes off the glass. Her shot rolls around and drops in. Nice play there by Samantha Lewis after a full head of steam. Just kind of laid it off the glass. Makes it 24-18. The lead is 6 for Trenton with 4:10 to go second quarter. Across the line, this is Ryder with it. Ryder gets the screen. Now they look for the pick and roll on the right side. Ryder out front. It comes to Coomer. Coomer, left side, Turcotte into the lane, puts up a shot. Her shot rolls around, drops in. Lacey Turcotte has 9 points. 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Down court with it, Lewis, right corner. They don't leave her alone anymore. She's had 3 three-pointers from there. On a drive, Wells. Her shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, gets it back herself into the paint. Puts up a shot from there. Rolls off, no good. Turcotte on the rebound for Trenton. Up ahead it comes to Brunell. She runs it down left corner. Back out front to Ryder. Ryder, Turcotte alone for three. Outside, rims in and out, no good. There for the rebound. Pusk pulls it away for Newtown. 3:20 to go in the quarter. 26-18. The lead is 8 for Trenton. Back with it, Newtown. Here's Bailey Haugen, right corner. Haugen back to Pusk, back to Haugen in the right corner. Bounces out front to Lewis between the circles. They come left side. Now Trenton's in a 2-3 zone. They come right side. This is Lewis. They kind of back off her out there, but you don't dare leave her alone. Here's Marissa Wells, three-pointer outside, up and good. Marissa Wells, the three-pointer. That'll get you back in the ball game in a hurry. 26-21. The lead is only 5 for Trenton. Back with it come the Tigers. 2:43 to go. This is Ryder with the dump down low. Coomer back outside. Ryder. Her shot left side, rims off, no good. Trenton not shooting a real good percentage here in this first half. 26-21, Trenton with the lead. 2:30 to go. Second quarter. Wells on a drive into the paint. Her shot up and good. Marissa Wells with the bucket. And right now, 26-23, Bob Turcotte says he wants the timeout. The Newtown Eagles have cut the lead from 10 to 3. Reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The El Rancho Lounge and Restaurant can satisfy any appetite. The coffee shop and restaurant, you'll find a complete menu. In the lounge, take a look at the bar menu. If you're hungry for sports, the El Rancho Lounge has 10 TVs, so you won't miss a minute of action. If the thunder of horses' hooves gets your heart pounding, or a night of gaming is in the cards, the Convention and Visitors Bureau will place your bet or deal your hand. Monday through Friday, it's free bingo, drink specials, and hors d'oeuvres. Meet your friends at the El Rancho Lounge and Restaurant in Williston.
2:19 to go, second quarter. Back with it comes Trenton. The Newtown Eagles have crept back into this one. They trail by only 3. The Eagles very athletic. And now a turnover in backcourt against Trenton. That's their 8th turnover. And so Newtown will get it back. Marissa Wells, Samantha Lewis, very athletic, and have made some outstanding shots here in this second quarter and have crept back into this one. Haugen with the left side. Now Trenton has gone no, they're still in the zone. Here's Lewis on a drive. A whistle and a foul. Hold foul called on Trenton. That'll go against Nicole Brunell, I believe. She'll pick up the personal foul, her first. 8th team foul on Trenton. And so Turcotte is off and Ryder is off. Back in there, Aaron Ling for Trenton. As to the free throw line, Marissa Wells. Her first free throw on the way is up and good. She will get one more. 26-24. The lead is 2 for Trenton. 1:58 to go in the half. Wells gets set for her second shot. She'll have one more there. That's up and also good. 26-25, a 1-point lead for Trenton. Back come the Tigers. This is Slater with it outside. Gets a screen from Hoffman. They look to run the screen and roll left side. And out front, a whistle and a foul called on Emily Pusk. She'll pick up the personal foul. And for Emily, that will be her first personal foul. Team foul number 10 on Trenton. So to the free throw, or on Newtown rather. So to the free throw line for Trenton will be Aaron Ling. She will have 2 shots coming here. She has 2 points so far. The first shot is up and good. Makes it 27-25, 2-point lead. Marissa Wells checks out. Cammie Whitebear back in the lineup for Newtown. Brunell is out for Trenton. In to replace her, Cammie Moran. As Ling has one more shot. That one's up. That one's also good. 28-25. The lead is 3 for Trenton. Back with a Newtown. Haugen with it. Left side, Lewis. Lewis alone. Left corner. They get it back outside to Haugen. Being guarded there by Slater. Back to Lewis. Now Moran comes out to guard her. Free throw line. It comes to Whitebear. Shot inside the paint. No good. Whitebear on the rebound. She drives between the defense. Puts a shot up and good. Cammie Whitebear, her first basket. 28-27. Trenton leads by 1. Back with it in front court come the Tigers. This is Slater with it. Comes left side. Ling bounce pass down low. Hoffman. She goes off the glass. Her shot up and good. Hoffman against Rose Danks gets the bucket. Makes it 30-27. Again, the lead is 3 for Trenton. Out front with it, Whitebear for Newtown. Between the circles, backs it off. Now bounces left side. This is Haugen alone out there. Out front it comes to White Bear. 52 seconds left to go in the half. And now Newtown will go 4 quarters. They'll be content to trail only by 3 in this first half. Out front to White Bear with 44 seconds left. To Pusk. Pusk looks for help. Comes right side to Lewis. Lewis looks for help. Now comes to the right baseline. Back out front and comes to Pusk. Out front to White Bear. 28 seconds left to go in the quarter. Newtown no hurry till probably about 10 seconds. Cross-court pass to Haugen, almost stolen by Moran. Back to Lewis. Lewis, good ball handlers are the Newtown Eagles. Out front with it. This is White Bear. Lewis back to White Bear along the left baseline, and she double dribbles. She lost the handle on the ball going into the lane and then double dribbled with it. And so with 7 seconds left to go in the half, 30-27, Trenton will get a shot at it again with 7 seconds left to go. And that was 14 turnovers so far in the first half for Newtown. Quickly across the line, Trenton. Slater with it. Out front alone from 3. Her shot is short, no good at the buzzer. That's how the first half will end with the score. The Trenton Tigers lead the Newtown Eagles 30-27. We'll be back with a game halftime summary in 2 minutes.
Farmers Union Oil in Crosby, your Cenex station, welcomes you to stop in today and check out their low prices and great selection of car and truck tires. Batteries and petroleum products are available as well. Fuel is available 24 hours a day. Use the card troll with your Cenex or any major credit card. Kenny and the employees invite you to stop in soon to get your vehicle serviced, inspected, and fueled up. You'll get fast, friendly service. That's the Farmers Union Oil Company, Crosby, welcoming you.
It's that time of year when road travel can be hazardous, and that's why you need to be prepared. Make a stop at your local Cenex and Farmers Union Oil Company in Grenora. Get those worn tires replaced with a brand new set, and make sure every vehicle has a good heavy-duty set of jumper cables. Always check the expiration date on your battery, and then replace it with a brand new heavy-duty battery if needed. Don't forget to pick up a new pair of gloves or mittens, too. Stop in today at your local Cenex, Farmers Union Oil Company in Grenora.
Folks around the area and beyond know about the excellent service and the good folks who work at the Ray Farmers Union Elevator Company. Why, just take a couple of the brass tacks around there, like Dave, John, or Darren. They can drink coffee with the best of them, and you're going to find out there's a reason they wear those high boots. The Ray Farmers Union Elevator Company, a place to market your grain at a fair price where you can get seed, fertilizer, feed, twine, and dry chemicals. They can handle your grain treating and cleaning, too. Good folks to know. Stop at the Ray Farmers Union Elevator Company and wear your boots. Interstate Detroit Diesel is a name you should know. They are the #1 choice of natural gas or diesel engine owners. Interstate Detroit Diesel. Remember that name. They work on and repair all types of natural gas or diesel engines. That means fast, efficient, quality work. They'll get those big engines back in tip-top shape and get you back on the road. The mechanics at Interstate Detroit Diesel have many years of experience and the latest techniques of computer engine repair. When it comes to heavy equipment or on-the-job breakdowns, remember the name, Interstate Detroit Diesel, Williston.
Back at the Phil Jackson Fieldhouse, we're at halftime with the score. The Trenton Tigers lead the Newtown Eagles 30-27. A very interesting half of basketball after 1 quarter. It was the Trenton Tigers leading the Newtown Eagles 15-12. They led by 3, and both teams matched buckets here in the second quarter. And the lead is still 3 for the Trenton Tigers, 30-27. But at one time in that second quarter, Trenton led by as much as 10 points. They led 24-14. But then Newtown came roaring back and brought it to within 3 points. And that's the couple of times they've had it down to 1 point. And that's the closest they've got. So since the opening tip-off where they led like 3-1. Checking out the scoring in that first half for you. First of all, for the Newtown Eagles, 2 people in double figures already. Marissa Wells with 12 points. She has a total of, 2 3-point field goals, a couple of deuces, and 3 free throws for 12 points. Then 11 points for Samantha Lewis. She has 3 3-pointers and a deuce for 11 points. And then 2 points apiece for Cammie Whitebear and 2 points for Rose Danks for their total of 27. Emily Puska and Bailey Haugen, the starters, did not score in that first half. for the Trenton Tigers. Here's how their scoring looks. Leading the way in double figures in the first half, Katie Hoffman with 11 points. She has 4 field goals, 2-pointers, and 3 free throws for 11 points. Then 9 points for Lacey Turcott. She has 1 3-pointer and 3 deuces. 4 points for Stacy Slater on a 3-pointer and a free throw for 4 points. Off the bench for the Trenton Tigers, scoring 4 points for Aaron Ling on a field goal and a couple of free throws. 2 points for Cammie Moran on a couple of free throws. And the starters, Callie Ryder, Tanya Coomer, have not yet scored for the Trenton Tigers. One of the interesting things, if we can check real quick, a total of only 2 3-point field goals for the Trenton Tigers. They're usually a hot 3-point shooting team. They've missed a lot in this first half. On the other hand, Newtown has a total of 5 3-pointers in that first half, so that's kind of the difference and why the tight ball game, 30-27 after 2 quarters of play. Checking out the shooting percentages for you. First of all, in that first half for Newtown, they were 10 of 23 for 43%. On the other hand, Trenton was 10 of 24 for 41%. So even though they put up a lot of shots, they hit some. They didn't shoot as bad as I thought they might have, each shooting about 40% for the first half. As far as rebounds are concerned, Newtown has out-rebounded Trenton 17-12. Turnovers, Newtown, I'm sure not happy with their turnovers. They have 14 in that first half compared to 8 for Trenton. So there you have it. There's the story in the first half. After one half of basketball here in the opening round of the Region 8 basketball tournament, the quarterfinal round, the score at halftime, Trenton leads at 30-27. A reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back with the second half of action. We'll turn it back to our producer tonight, Roger Rupp and Cole Richmond back at the station. And we'll turn that back for about 5 minutes and then come back here with the second half. So we'll be back with the second half in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dwayne. We'll check your satellite weather for tonight. Partly cloudy with patchy fog developing late. A low in the mid-20s with the southwest wind at 5 to 10 for tomorrow. Patchy morning fog, then increasing clouds and warmer with a high around 55 with the southwest wind at 5 to 15. This hour it's 48 in Billings, Dickinson 38. Minot has 41, Williston 30. Right now, get your satellite weather every 15 minutes on 660 Keys Country. We'll be going back to Region 8 basketball at the Phil Jackson Fieldhouse with Sports Director from Dwayne Leslie in 5 minutes.
It seems like there's less and less time to get even the simple things done at work. You have to clear your appointment book just to go shopping for a new appointment book. That's why at Gaffney's we have our own website at wgaffney.com. There's no need to take half an hour away from work just to buy office supplies. They're all available at just a mouse click away. So order with someone you know and trust. Gaffney's at wgaffney.com. That's WGAFFANEY.com.
Okay, so you're hungry and it's time to make a choice. On one hand, you can dig into KFC's award-winning original recipe sandwich, the only sandwich to score a perfect 10 from the American Tasting Institute. Now just $3.99 with wedges and a medium drink. Or you could pick up a 10-piece bucket of KFC's mouth-watering original recipe chicken for just $8.99. Tough decision. Try not to panic. How good is that? KFC. Limited time offer at participating KFC restaurants. Prices may vary in Alaska, Hawaii, and elsewhere. Includes white and dark pieces, breast piece substitution, and tax extra.
KFC Taco Bell of Williston.
Hi, I'm John Andrist. District 2 Democrat legislators introduced or voted for bills that would have cost an extra $350 million last year. It would have taken a 90% increase in your income tax or a 40% increase in the sales tax to pay for all that. In the past 8 years, we've increased state aid to schools 55%. If we really want to help our schools, we can't go back to that old tax and spend game they played in the 80s. Our schools deserve better. Vote for John Andrist for the Senate.
Bob Scarpel for the House.
Kent Horntvedt for the House.
Paid for by District 2 Republicans.
With the stock market's ups and downs, now could be the right time to put away some dollars into a guaranteed interest account. And Liberty State Bank in Powers Lake is ready to visit with you. Liberty State Bank has a complete loan portfolio from ag and business loans to car and vacation loans. Stop in today and visit with the friendly and professional employees at Liberty State Bank in Powers Lake. FDIC insured, Liberty State Bank also wishes good luck to the Lady Ranchers in the Region 8 tournament.
As the political campaign draws to a close, there are so many claims and counterclaims, it's kind of hard to know what to believe or who to believe in. I'm Senator Byron Dorgan, and I believe in Heidi Heitkamp. Heidi has a passion and a plan to make life better in our state. Better schools, more and better jobs, a growing economy. You know, campaign should not be about who's the worst, but rather who's the best. And I think Heidi Heitkamp is the best opportunity for a better and brighter future in North Dakota.
Paid for by Heidi for Governor.
6-6 Keys Country will be joining Sports Director Wayne Leslie in about 3 minutes. It's 30 in Williston, and I hope you're having a super Friday evening.
There are a lot of ways to invest your money. But if your business is agriculture, you want to know that the money you invest is reinvested in agriculture. We make ag loans. The money invested with us is used to finance the plowing, planting, and harvesting of next year's crop. Invest in agriculture. Invest with us. McKenzie County Bank, member FDIC. Solutions, not problems.
Well, here it is, decision time. How are you going to decide?
About what, Denver?
No, who'll be the best leader for our state?
Well, I always favor the person, not the party.
Oh, me too. Who do you like best?
Mark O'Keefe keeps talking about this fund he has to create new jobs, but apparently it's all a sham.
You're kidding.
No. The Great Falls Tribune says there's no ironclad commitment for any money at all. Mark O'Keefe's just raising false hopes with nothing to back them up.
No, and he's the kind of guy who voted to extend welfare payments to drug users.
I know.
And can you believe he's against the death penalty even for child molesters who kill children?
Ah, yes, make up anything. Say anything you think people want to hear, just like Al Gore. I really don't think we can trust Mark O'Keefe to do the right thing.
No, I don't think Mark O'Keefe will represent the things we believe.
Mark O'Keefe does not represent what's best for Montana. Mark O'Keefe does not represent what we believe.
Paid for by the Montana Republican Party.
Rats, I missed it again. Now I wonder who called.
You would know who called if you had voicemail from Northwest Communications Cooperative in Ray. You know who called while you were at the game, and you know who called when you just couldn't make it to the phone in time. Voicemail allows the caller to leave you a message. No messy, garbled tapes, just the clean, clear voice of the caller. It's just $3 a month, and the $10 activation fee is waived in November. NCC in Ray, bringing modern communication services to northwestern North Dakota.
And 6-6 Keys Country now with more basketball tournament action at District 8, the Phil Jackson Fieldhouse. Here's Sports Director Dwayne Leslie.
Thank you, and hi again, everyone. Welcome. The second half of basketball just underway here. The Trenton Tigers will have the ball to start the third quarter. They will have Slater. This is Coomer with it. Ryder, bounce pass down low for Hoffman. She goes off the glass. Her shot too strong. There for the rebound. Pusk pulls it away for Newtown, and the Eagles start back with it. 30-27, the halftime score. Trenton leads by 1. In front court, a whistle and a foul called on Slater. She'll pick up her third personal foul. And that'll be the first team foul here on Trenton in the first half. And so inbounding it will be, check that, that's only her first personal foul. And so the inbounds comes to Newtown. This is Lewis with it. Comes left side. This is White Bear. White Bear left baseline. She travels with it. That was a problem for Newtown in that first half. They turned it over 14 times. If they can cut down on their turnovers, would certainly keep them this ball game close. The Trenton Tigers coming in as the number 1 team in District 16. Newtown comes in as the number 4 team out of District 15. So anything can happen. It's region basketball, it's tournament basketball here in the state of North Dakota. 30-27, back with it comes Trenton. This is Turcotte. Drive, left baseline. Her shot up off the glass, up and good. Lacey Turcotte a bucket, 32-27. Back with it, Newtown. Out front, this was Wells with it. Wells into the paint, and she travels. Second turnover here in the third quarter for Newtown. And with 7:08 to go in the third quarter, Trenton will get it back. They lead at 32-27. Across the line, this is Turcotte with it. Falling down is Wells. Here's Turcotte's shot off the iron. No good. Hoffman on the rebound. Her shot off the glass, up and good. Katie Hoffman the bucket. 34-27. And just like that, Trenton jumps back to a 7-point lead. In the middle it comes Pusk. Her shot in the middle of the lane. Rims off. No good. White Bear on the rebound. Her shot up and good. Cammie White Bear gets the bucket. Her 4th point. 34-29. The lead is 5 for Trenton. Back with it. Turcotte comes right side. Turcotte into the paint. Drives down the lane. Goes up for the shot. No good. Rims off. There for the rebound is Danks. Pulls it away for Newtown. This is White Bear with it. Loses the handle on it. Picks it up. Still loses it. Now finally controls it out front. Timeout going to be called by Chad Dalen of the Newtown Eagles. He wants a short timeout. So with 6:14 to go, third quarter, 34-29. Trenton with a lead over Newtown. A reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Powers Lake Elevator Company is proud to be a Lady Rancher basketball sports sponsor. For all your chemical and fertilizer products, stop in and see the fine folks at the Powers Lake Elevator Company. If you need your grain cleaned or your feed rolled, the Powers Lake Elevator Company can help you get the job done. Farming is a very important business, so when it comes to marketing your small grain crops, come in and see the folks at the Powers Lake Elevator Company. Best of luck to the Lady Rancher basketball team from the Powers Lake Elevator Company.
6:14 to go. Back with it. Newtown has the ball after the timeout. This is Pusk with it. Pusk, left side, out front to Wells. High post. Danks with it. Danks travels. Turnover number 3 on Newtown, and Trenton will get it back. Some more of the sponsors of this Region 8 basketball tournament include Interstate Detroit Diesel, also Liberty State Bank, McKenzie County State Bank, and Northwest Communications, all proud sponsors of Region 8 basketball here on 660 Keys Country. This is Ryder with it. Pass down low. Hoffman dribbles once. Ball slapped out of her hand, picked up by Ryder. Left side it comes to Turcotte. Her shot from there, up and good. Lacey Turcotte has 13 points. Makes it 36-29. Back to a 7-point lead. Across the line, this is Pusk with it. Comes left side. Dribbles into the corner. Now pulls it back out. Goes out front with it. This is Wells. Back to Pusk. Pusk drive, left baseline. Tries to bounce it in the middle. Shot cross. Bad angle shot. No good. There for the rebound. Ryder pulls it away for Trenton, and the Tigers start back with it. 5:14 to go, third quarter. Slater with it out front. Comes left side. Dumps it down low. Turcotte back to Slater, alone for 3. Her shot from there, up and good. Stacy Slater, her second three-pointer. 39-29. Back to a 10-point lead for Trenton. They headed to 10 points in that second quarter, but then Newtown came roaring back and cut it to 3 and then to 1. And with 4:49 to go here in the third quarter, back to 10 again. In the middle, Danks. Her shot rims off, no good. Ryder on the rebound. Leaves it for Slater, and back comes Trenton. 4:40 to go, 39-29. 10-point lead for the Trenton Tigers. This is Slater with it. Comes right side, back cross court, left side to Ryder. Ryder looks for the break, tries to go left side to Turcotte, slapped out of bounds by Wells. It'll belong to Trenton in front court. Substitutions for Trenton. Aaron Ling checks into the lineup, replacing Kelly Ryder. Also into the lineup for Newtown. Bailey Haugen back in. Coming off, Rose Danks. Emily Pusk also in there is Bridget Finley for the Newtown Eagles. And so Slater looking all alone. Here's Ling. She's alone right side. Her shot rims off, no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Newtown. Coach Turcotte on the inbounds play was signaling because Aaron Ling was standing all by herself alone on the right side of the basket, and they didn't spot her. And then when they did, she had to hurry her shot and get it away. She missed it. And now down court, a whistle and a foul called against Newtown. They'll pick up the personal foul with 4:09 to go here in the third quarter. Newtown will get it back. White Bear on the inbounds. That last foul called against Coomer. That's her second personal, second team foul on Trenton. And so Wells for Newtown goes off the glass. Too strong. No good. There for the rebound. Hoffman finally corrals a loose ball in backcourt with less than 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Slater up ahead. Turcotte. Turcotte on the drive. Cut off out front. Gets it to Slater. Right side, Ling. She's alone. Passes down low. Hoffman spins around the defense, then lost the handle on the ball. Turnover number 1 on Trenton here in the third quarter. Excuse me, Trenton in the third quarter. Back with it, Wells for Newtown. Wells into the paint. Her shot rims up and good. We check that White Bear. White Bear has 6 points. 39-31. There's Ling alone, right side. Back to Slater. Slater gets a screen, looks for the pick and roll for Hoffman. Alone, Ling, three-pointer left side. Shot rims off. Slater with the long rebound. Pass in the middle for Hoffman. And pushing her off from behind is Bridget Finley. She'll pick up the personal foul. That'll be her third personal foul, first team foul on Newtown. And so Coomer checks out of the Trenton lineup. And Callie Ryder back in for the Tigers as Trenton will inbound it to the right of their own basket. Ryder on the inbounds, gets it out front. Turcotte, alone. Slater, right side. Her shot from there, too strong. No good. Ryder on the rebound. Her shot up and good. Callie Ryder, her first basket, makes it 41-31. 10-point lead for Trenton. Back comes Newtown. Outside, Wells with it. Left side, alone. Lewis. Three-point shot for her, up and good. Samantha Lewis. And that's her fourth three-pointer tonight. Makes it 41-34. Back comes Trenton. Slater with it. Looks for help. Bounces inside. Hoffman going against Finley. Her shot no good. Hoffman her own rebound. Goes off the glass. Second time up and good. Hoffman count the bucket. Whistle and a foul down low on Bridget Finley, I believe. She'll pick up her fourth personal foul. Team foul number 2 on Newtown. And quickly, Rose Danks checks back into the lineup for Newtown. Also, Cammie Whitebear will come off. Emily Pusk back in. Bailey Haugen is back in for Newtown. And so to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play will be Katie Hoffman. First free throw, or the free throw on the way. A three-point play for Katie Hoffman. 44-34. Back to a 10-point lead. Lewis with it. Right corner. Three-pointer, no good. Wells on a bounce pass to Lewis. That shot too strong. Almost a steal by Lewis. In backcourt, Ling has it. A whistle and a push foul. In backcourt called against Newtown. That'll go against Emily Pusk. She'll pick up her second personal foul. Third team foul on Newtown. And so Trenton will reload in backcourt. 2:17 to go in the quarter. Turcotte with it to Ryder. Ryder on the dribble across the line, being guarded by Haugen. Out front to Slater. Slater, the quarterback. She'll set up the offense between the circles. Comes right side to Ryder. They look inside for Hoffman. Try to go cross court to Turcotte. Ball stolen by Wells, stolen back by Slater. And then saving it from going out of bounds was Slater. She bounced it off Samantha Lewis as she was falling out of bounds. So Trenton will retain possession of it as Ryder will inbounds. Gets it outside. Turcotte, three-pointer, left side, no good. Loose ball in the lane, picked up by Ryder. Tied up by, let's see, was she tied up by Finley, I believe, or checked out by Danks. Possession now belongs to Newtown. And now Hoffman will check off for Trenton, replaced by Coomer. So Newtown will have it in backcourt. Wendy Wells checks in, replacing Marissa Wells for the Newtown Eagles. A minute 50 to go here in the third quarter. In backcourt, this is Pusk with it. Gets it into Lewis. Lewis comes up the left side. Back to Pusk. Some pressure put on by Trenton. They get it across the line, do the Newtown Eagles, with 1:40 to go in the quarter. Wells with it. Comes right side to Haugen. Back out to Wells. Wells looks for help. Comes to Pusk. Trenton in a 2-3 zone right now. Looking inside for Danks is Lewis. Back to Lewis, left corner. She's dangerous. She has 4 3-point field goals. Here's a loose ball right side picked up by Haugen. Pass in the middle for Danks. She goes off the glass. Her shot up and good. Rose Danks with her second basket. Makes it 44-36. 8-point lead for Trenton. Back with it. This is Slater. Slater between the circles, comes right side to Ling. Ling looks for help into the paint, drives, puts up a shot, partially blocked. Picked out of there by Wendy Wells. Turnover Trenton. That's their second. Quickly to Lewis, left corner. Her shot rims off, no good. Ling on the rebound. Looks for help, gets it in backcourt to Ryder. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. 44-36. Trenton leads it by 8. Ryder with it out front. And now a timeout going to be called by Trenton with the score. Trenton leads it 44-36. A reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yep, I've made up my mind. I'm throwing my wrenches away.
You're throwing your wrenches away? Why?
I won't need them anymore when I buy that new Chevy, Buick, or Oldsmobile at Wrench's Chevrolet in Newtown. I'll get a 3-year or 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper factory warranty.
Stop in today or call toll-free 1-888-RENSCHS. Wrench's Chevrolet, Buick, and Oldsmobile in Newtown, the heart of Lake Sakakawea.
Time back in, 32 seconds left to go in the quarter. 44-36. Trenton with the basketball. They'll kind of run some time off the clock here, probably play for one shot to end the quarter. This is Ryder with it. Will back it off. Now some pressure going to be applied by Newtown. Across court it comes to Slater. Slater with it out front. Pass tipped away by Wendy Wells. Picked up by Pusk, up ahead to Danks. Danks to Haugen, to Lewis. Shot outside for Pusk at the buzzer, no good. That'll end the third quarter with the score. The Trenton Tigers lead the Newtown Eagles 44-36. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When you're shopping for furniture or floor coverings, you want something that's going to last and make a lasting impression for many years to come. So when you're in the market for new furniture and floor coverings, make Spring & Furniture in downtown Stanley your one-stop shop. Spring & Furniture carries quality name-brand furniture like Lazy Boy recliners, Serta mattress sets, and America's #1 bedding specialist, Sealy Posturepedic. For the best brand, best prices, and greatest selection around the area, shop Spring & Furniture in downtown Stanley.
Sometimes it's hard to decide which Taco John's meat and potato burrito you really want. There's the big chicken and potato burrito and the beef and potato burrito. Both are filled with crispy golden potato olays and lots of other good things. We're sorry for the dilemma, but with Taco John's meat and potato burritos, you've got 2 meaty ways to get your olays.
There's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John. Taco John.
Taco John's of Williston.
After 3 quarters, 44-36. Trenton with the 8-point lead over Newtown. Trenton has the ball to start the fourth quarter. They have Slater. Cammie Moran is in there. Turcotte. And here's a steal for Newtown, but then falling down is Wendy Wells. So turnover both ways there. As number 3 on Trenton, number 4 on Newtown here in the second half. And a whistle and a hold foul inside going to be called on Newtown. And that'll go against Wendy Wells. She'll pick up her first personal foul, 4th team foul on Newtown. And Trenton with the inbounds. They get it into Ryder. Ryder looks in the middle for Hoffman. On her back is Rose Danks. She'll pick up the personal foul, her second. Team foul number 5 on Newtown. And
News Radio, AM stereo, 660 KEYZ, Williston.
on the inbounds pass, they get it into Turcotte on a nice feed from Callie Ryder. Gets the easy bucket inside the paint, makes it a 46-36 ball game, and then Newtown turns it over again. That's their 5th in the second half, and on a carrying the ball called. And so Trenton will get it back with 7:32 to go. This is Slater with it out front. Slater looks for help. Pass down low. Turcotte. Her shot off the glass, up and good. Lacey Turcotte racking him up. She has 17 in the ball game. 7:20 to go. Fourth quarter in backcourt. This is Pusk with it. Heavy traffic across the line. It comes to Danks. Left side for Lewis. Lewis between traffic. Tries to bounce it down low. Kicked out of there. Picked up by Slater. Turnover number 6 on Newtown. Back with it. Trenton. This is Slater with it. Slater out front. 6:58 to go. 48-36. The lead is 12 for Trenton. Out front, Slater. Slater looks for help. Bounces left side. This is Ryder with it. Pass down low for Turcotte. Loose ball on the floor, tied up. Push diving in there along with Turcotte. Possession arrow belonged to Newtown. So turnover on Trenton. That's their 4th. And so Newtown will get back as Push comes off along with Bailey Haugen. In to replace them, White Bear is back in there along with Marissa Wells. So Danks on the inbounds gets it to Wells. 6:40 to go, 48-36. Wells on the dribble across the line. Now double team, gets away from traffic. Goes right corner with it. There's Wendy Wells. Her shot out there, no good. Long rebound comes to Moran. And on her arm is Samantha Lewis, I believe. Samantha Lewis will pick up the personal foul, her second. Team foul number 6 on Newtown, and so Trenton will get it back. Coach Chad Dalen didn't want to get into a running game with the Trenton Tigers, and they've kept the score close. And Trenton had a little bit of trouble getting on track, but that pesky defense for Newtown has caused a lot of unnecessary turnovers for Trenton, as now they steal it again. And that's the 5th turnover for Trenton here in the second half. Back with it, Wells. Left corner comes to Lewis. Lewis alone, three-point line, up and good. Samantha Lewis, that's her 5th three-pointer. And a timeout going to be called by Trenton. 48-39. No timeout. Okay. They said no timeout. So with 5:57 to go, 48-39, Trenton will get the ball back again. Trenton leads by 9. Here's Ryder getting that reverse screen. Losing the handle on it, picks it up, looks for help. Goes Turcotte left side. Trying to post up against, or look for Hoffman inside, posting up against Danks. A shot by Turcotte, no good. On the rebound, Hoffman is tied up by Newtown. Possession arrow belonged to Trenton, so the Tigers will keep it in front court. 48-39. Ryder on the inbounds, looks for the break, and now a whistle and a push foul underneath called on Rose Danks. She'll pick up her 3rd personal foul, and that'll be the 7th team foul on Newtown. So to the free throw line will be Cammie Moran. She has a total of 2 points on a couple of free throws in that first half. She'll have a chance for one in the bonus here. Cammie Moran, a 5'7" senior, will get one in the bonus. She eyes the bucket. Shot on the way. It's up off the front iron. Ryder with the rebound, and she is tied up. Possession arrow belongs to Newtown. Callie Ryder and the rebound tied up by Wendy Wells. And so Newtown will get it back with 5:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. 48-39. A reminder coming up after this one. The Watford City Wolves, the Gurnor Gophers, set to do battle in the opening round of this Region 8 basketball tournament. This is Lewis with it, right side. Lewis on a dribble against Turcotte. Bounces underneath for Danks. She's double teamed. Goes up strong against heavy traffic. The ball is batted back, but a whistle and a foul called. Or check that. That was Cammie Whitebear. And Cammie Whitebear will go to the free throw line as the last foul called on Hoffman. She'll pick up her 2nd personal foul. Team foul number 3 on Trenton. And so Whitebear at the free throw line hits the first one. She has a total of 7 points. Substitution, Moran checks off for Trenton. In to replace her is Tanya Coomer. 2nd free throw for Whitebear, rims off, no good. Ryder with a long rebound right side, gets it up ahead to Slater. Slater down court. Here's a three-pointer for Turcotte, up and good. Lacey Turcotte, another three-pointer. Back quickly comes Newtown. 51-40. The lead is 11 for Trenton. 4:49 to go in the ball game. Wells with it out front to Lewis. She has 5 already in the ball game. Gets it out front to Wells. Back to Lewis. Lewis dribbles once. Goes inside the free throw line. Her shot up and good. Samantha Lewis racking them up. She has 19 points. Back with it comes Trenton. This is Slater with it. Right side to Ryder. Here's Hoffman. Her shot up to glass, too strong, but on her arms is Rose Danks. She'll pick up her 4th personal foul. And so that'll send Katie Hoffman to the free throw line. 4:24 to go here in this ball game. 51-42. Trenton with the lead over Newtown. The senior 5'10" Katie Hoffman at the free throw line. 4-2 shots. The first one on the way is up and good. She'll get one more. 52-42. The lead back to 10 for Trenton. One more shot coming. Hoffman eyes the bucket. Shot on the way. Up and good. 2 of 2 this trip for Katie Hoffman. In fact, she has not missed at the free throw line tonight. She has a total of 6 free throws. Back with it, Newtown. Here's Lewis alone, left corner. Loses the handle on it, goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Trenton in backcourt. Turnover on Newtown. That's their 7th here in the second half. And so with 4:13 to go in the ball game, Trenton will get it back. They lead at 53-42. Back with it. This is Slater with it. Slater across the line. Pass tipped out of bounds by White Bear. As the pass intended for Ryder tipped away, and Ryder will inbound it in front of the Trenton bench. Gets it into Slater with 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. Slater bounces left side. Turcotte looks inside for Hoffman. Ball tipped out of Turcotte's hands by Wells. It'll belong to Trenton across the way in front court. 3:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Turcotte with it, left corner. Turcotte on the drive, on the baseline. Shot up, no good. On her arm is Marissa Wells. She'll pick up the personal foul. Wells picks up her second personal foul. Or check that, third personal foul. And so the free throw line will be Lacey Turcotte. First free throw on the way, up and good. She was in the act of shooting. She'll get 2 free throws. That was the 9th team foul on Newtown. Second free throw by Turcotte is up and good. And she's racking them up here. 22 points on the night for Turcotte. Pass left corner for Newtown for Lewis. Out front with it comes to White Bear. 3:40 to go. Pass tipped out of bounds by Trenton. Will belong to Newtown in front court. 3:40 to go. 55-42. Trenton with the lead in this one. Coming up after this one, it'll be the Watford City Wolves and the Grenora Gophers as opening round action continues here from the Region 8 basketball tournament on 660 Keys Country. All brought to you by the 660 Sports Club sponsors. They include Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Williston, the El Rancho Motel, Blue Rock Products of Williston, Northwest Lumber of Ray, Northwest Communications of Ray, and Mackenzie County Bank, all proud sponsors of Region 8 basketball. Out front it comes on the inbounds to Lewis. Lewis back to Wells. Alone in the corner, Wendy Wells. 3-point shot for her from there, up and good. And a timeout quickly called by Newtown. Wendy Wells picks up her first basket. And so at 3:31 to go here on the ball game, 55-45, timeout on the floor. Reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When it's got to be done, Tioga Machine Shop is the one. Tioga Machine Shop is your complete oil field service station for heavy oil field, industrial, construction, farm, and auto. Whatever the case may be, let Tioga Machine Shop do the work for you. The trained professionals at Tioga Machine Shop can perform more services with their computerized numerical controlled lathe. Stop in today at Tioga Machine Shop, located on Highway 40 just south of Tioga. Remember, when it's got to be done, Tioga Machine Shop is the one.
3.5 minutes to go in this one. 55-45. Newtown leads it by 10 after one quarter. It was 15-12. Trenton with the lead over Newtown at halftime. Trenton led it by 3, 30-27 at the end of 3 quarters. Trenton had a 8-point lead over Newtown, 44-36. And right now, Trenton leads it by 10, 55-45. On the inbounds, this is Ryder with it. Pass down low for Turcotte. Turcotte shot off the glass, rolls off, no good. Turcotte scrambled, trying to get the rebound back, pulled away finally by Wells. Wells controls it in backcourt. And she stumbles on the floor, keeps dribbling. Here's Wendy Wells, her shot on the iron, no good. There for the rebound, Ryder pulls it away. And Trenton starts back with it. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Ryder with it. Looks for help out front. Comes right side to Slater. Slater on a dribble. Comes back left side. Now to the right side to Turcotte. She's alone for 3. Her shot rims in and out. No good. On the rebound, pushing off underneath. A foul going to be called on Callie Ryder of the Trenton Tigers. She'll pick up her first personal foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on Trenton, and so Newtown will get it back. 2:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. 55-45. Back with it. This is White Bear. Pass in the middle for Danks. Bounces right corner for Wells. Back to White Bear. White Bear drives down the lane. Puts up a shot. No good. There for the rebound. Ryder pulls it away for Trenton, and they start back with it. 2:25 to go in the ball game. 55-45. 10-point lead for Trenton. Ryder with it. Front court to Turcotte. She's bumped by Wendy Wells. She'll pick up the personal foul. Her second. That'll be the 10th team foul on Newtown. So to the free throw line. Double bonus the rest of the way for the Trenton Tigers. Lacey Turcotte will step to the free throw line. The 5'10 senior has really been racking them up here in this ball game. She has a total of 22 points. 2 shots coming here. First one on the way is good. And so far tonight, she is 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Emily Puss checks back into the lineup for Newtown, replacing Rose Danks. And Turcotte will get set for her second free throw. 56-45. The lead is 11 for Trenton. Free throw on the way, up and good. The lead is 12 for Trenton. 2:16 to go. Back with the ball comes White Bear for the Eagles. Across the line to Wells. Right corner comes to Wendy Wells. Out front, Marissa to Lewis. Bounce pass down low for White Bear. Into the lane. Puts up a shot. Her shot rims up and good. Cammie White Bear, not very big, but she's not afraid to go up between traffic. She gets another bucket. 57-47. 10-point lead for Trenton. Back in front court with 1:49 to go. This is Slater with it. Slater comes left side. Looks for the reverse screen. Out front, Turcotte. And Turcotte's called for a travel. Turnover number 6 on Trenton. And so Newtown will get back with 1:42 to go. 57-47, 1:40 to go here in this opening round Region 8 basketball game. Puss gonna drive into the lane. A hold foul going to be called on Slater as Puss drove past her. She'll pick up her second, Slater's second personal foul. Team foul number 5 on Trenton. And so Newtown will inbound it to the right of their own basket. This is White Bear. Gets it inside to Puss. Puss glues the handle on it, picked up by Ryder. Ryder dribbles away from traffic, clears in backcourt for Slater. 1:26 to go in the ballgame, 57-47. The lead is 10. This is Turcotte with it. Comes left side to Ryder. To Hoffman. Now they'll try to stretch it out. Left side it comes Slater. Loses the handle on it. Still loose. Stolen by Lewis. Lewis with the quick hands for the steal. His shot up and good. Samantha Lewis with the bucket. Timeout going to be called by Newtown. With the score, Trenton 57, Newtown 49. You're listening to Region 8 basketball on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Changing season brings out changing repairs and service for your vehicles, and Wheatland Oil and Lignite can replace your worn-out belt and tires. Change your oil or tune up your car, pickup, or truck. Wheatland Oil's tire sale is going on now, and Wheatland Oil is a tire dealer warehouse outlet. And yes, you can fill your tank anytime with Wheatland Oil's Card Troll. There's a great selection of all-season and snow tires. Get traction for a fraction at Wheatland Oil in Lignite.
The Powers Lake Elevator Company is proud to be a Lady Rancher basketball sports sponsor. For all your chemical and fertilizer products, stop in and see the fine folks at the Powers Lake Elevator Company. If you need your grain cleaned or your feed rolled, the Powers Lake Elevator Company can help you get the job done. Farming is a very important business, so when it comes to marketing your small grain crops, come in and see the folks at the Powers Lake Elevator Company. Best of luck to the Lady Rancher basketball team from the Powers Lake Elevator Company.
57-49, 1:04 to go in this ball game. Full court pressure for Newtown. Pass down court, the full length of the court from Slater to Turcotte. Home run ball. Slater gets the bucket, and she is fouled by White Bear. Cammie White Bear with the foul. She'll pick up her personal foul number 3. Team foul number 11 on the Newtown Eagles, but count the bucket as Lacey Turcotte will step to the free throw line. And she has had a whale of a ball game here on this opening round of the Region 8 basketball tournament. Chance at a three-point play. It's up and good. She's perfect at the line. She has a total of 5 free throws tonight. Here's a long pass down court for Lewis. Loose ball picked up by Pusk. Outside to Wells. 55 seconds left. Turcotte with the rebound. Up ahead it comes to Ryder. Ryder is sandwiched at midcourt. A whistle and a foul called against Bailey Haugen. She'll pick up the personal foul, her second, and that'll send Callie Ryder to the free throw line for 2 shots coming here. 49 seconds left to go in this one. As Callie Ryder steps to the free throw line, she has a total of 2 points so far tonight. First free throw on the way, up and good. Tonight, Newtown is, or check that, Trenton has got an excellent job at shooting free throws. They haven't missed a whole lot. Timeout on the floor called by the Trenton Tigers with 49 seconds left to go. 61-49. Trenton leads it over Newtown. A reminder, you're listening to Region 8 basketball on 660 Keys Country. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
I know for a fact that when Conrad Burns was a professional wrestler, he used to fix the matches.
According to official government records, Kathy Lee left Regis's show because of Conrad Burns.
Is there anything they haven't blamed on Conrad yet?
Breakup of the Beatles, Conrad Burns.
The latest lunatic charges against Conrad come from out-of-state environmental extremists and the ever-greedy trial lawyers. They're all part of the far-left groups backing Brian Schweitzer. Meanwhile, Conrad keeps talking about real and important things.
We've lost too many good-paying jobs because the Clinton Gore folks think our jobs don't matter here in Montana. That's why I've fought hard to bring a new generation of better-paying, high-tech jobs. New Montana jobs that are good for the environment and pay 50% above average. I'm helping wire a future where our kids beam in the best teachers and doctors perform medical miracles. Join me in making Montana the best place on earth even better for our kids.
Conrad Burns, paid for by Friends of Conrad Burns 2000.
Callie Ryder misses the second free throw, and according to my records, Trenton has only missed 3 out of 22 free throws. Back with the Newtown. Out front, this is Lewis with it. 35 seconds left. Lewis looks for help. Right corner, Haugen, she's alone from there. Rims off, no good. Underneath, Pusk on the rebound. Her shot goes up and in. Emily Pusk with her first basket. Makes it 61-51, a 10-point lead. Timeout called by Newtown. Or check that, no, not timeout by Newtown. A whistle and a foul called against Samantha Lewis. That would be her third personal foul, and that will send Slater to the free throw line, as she will be at the charity stripe for a chance at 2 free throws. First free throw on the way, rolls around, drops in. That's the second trip to the free throw line for Slater. And that makes it 62-51. The lead is 11 for Trenton. Second free throw on the way, also good. Still, Trenton shooting a good percentage at the free throw line. 19 seconds left to go in the ball game. White Bear to Bailey Haugen. Right side, back to Wells. Wells goes for a drive, loses the handle on it, but on the drive, a whistle and a foul called against the Trenton Tigers. A hold foul going to be called, and that will send Marissa Wells to the free throw line, as Turcotte picks up her third personal foul. Lacey Turcotte with her third personal foul, 16 foul on Trenton. As Marissa Wells hits the first free throw, Turcotte will be done for the night. She gets a good hand from the Trenton fans as Cammie Moran checks back into the lineup. Wells with the second free throw, also good. So 2 in a row for Marissa Wells. 63-53. Steal for Newtown. Down court, Wells with it. Shot partially blocked. Here's Ryder with it. 2 seconds left. Ling on a breakaway, no good. That's it. That's all over. The Trenton Tigers advance on into the semifinal round here at Region 8 as they defeat the Newtown Eagles tonight, 63-53. The final score once again, the Trenton Tigers over the Newtown Eagles, 63-53. We'll be back with a game summary in 2 minutes.
Yep, I've made up my mind. I'm throwing my wrenches away.
You're throwing your wrenches away? Why?
I won't need them anymore when I buy that new Chevy, Buick, or Oldsmobile at Wrenches Chevrolet in Newtown. I'll get a 3-year or 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper factory warranty.
Stop in today or call toll-free 1-888-RENSCHS. Wrenches Chevrolet, Buick, and Oldsmobile in Newtown, the heart of Lake Sakakawea.
North
Dakota. It really is different here. We work hard and we work together. And Kent Conrad's working for us in the Senate, getting things done. Just ask Joe Hauer.
He's independent, he's effective, and he gets the job done every time.
And Walter Vogel.
Kent gets the job done and always has.
Kent Conrad, an independent leader who helped bring Democrats and Republicans together to craft the first balanced budget in a generation. A fighter who brought home over $1 billion to help rebuild after the floods. And $1 billion more for North Dakota farmers hit with the lowest prices in 50 years. The Minot Daily News says Conrad has the seniority and skill to make things happen. Just look around. You'll see the results of Kent's work in every corner of the state. He's getting our schools wired to the internet, fighting to keep our air bases open, bringing millions to rural hospitals, and helping create more than 2,000 new jobs. Kent Conrad, effective, independent, a fighter for North Dakota.
Paid for by Friends of Kent Conrad.
When you're shopping for furniture or floor coverings, you want something that's going to last and make a lasting impression for many years to come. So when you're in the market for new furniture and floor coverings, make Spring & Furniture in downtown Stanley your one-stop shop. Spring & Furniture carries quality name-brand furniture like Lazy Boy recliners, Serta mattress sets, and America's #1 bedding specialist, Sealy Posturepedic. For the best brand, best prices, and greatest selection around the area, shop Spring & Furniture in downtown Stanley.
Back at the Phil Jackson Fieldhouse, the Region 8 basketball tournament. The final score on this first game, the Trenton Tigers defeat the Newtown Eagles tonight 63-53. Just a very good ball game after one quarter. It was Trenton 15-12 over Newtown. At halftime, Trenton led by 3, again 30-27. At the end of three quarters, 44-36. Trenton had opened up an 8-point lead. And then the final score belonged to the Trenton Tigers, 63-53. So they will advance on into the semifinal round against the winner of this game coming up here between the Watford City Wolves and the Grenora Gophers. And this should be a dandy ball game coming up here. But looking at the scoring summary, first of all, for the Newtown Eagles, 2 people in double figures. Leading the way with 21 points was Samantha Lewis. She had 11 in the first half, 10 in the second half. She had a total of 5 3-point field goals for the ball game. She ends up with 21, and also in double figures, 14 for Marissa Wells. She had 12 in the first half, but only a couple of free throws in that second half. So that Trenton kind of shut her down in that second half, and that probably was a key for Trenton. But several times throughout the ball game, Trenton had opened up a 10-point lead, and then Newtown would come roaring back and get it down to within 1 or 3 points, and it went back and forth that way for several times, especially in the second quarter and again in the third quarter. But then in the fourth quarter, Trenton pulled away, winning by 10, 63-53. So 21 for Samantha Lewis, 14 for Marissa Wells, 9 points for Cammie Whitebear. She had 2 in the first half, 7 in the second half. And then 2 points for Emily Pusk on a field goal. Bailey Haugen, a starter, did not score. Off the bench for Newtown, scoring a 3-point field goal for Wendy Wells. And then a couple of 2-point field goals for Rose Danks for 4 points for their total of 53. For the Trenton Tigers, here's how their scoring looks. Leading the way, as far as double figure scoring are concerned, Lacey Turcotte had a total of 27 points. She had 9 in the first half and 18 in that second half. And the Trenton Tigers just did an excellent job as far as shooting free throws tonight. If we get a chance here, we'll take a look at that. Next leading scorer for Trenton with 18 points, Katie Hoffman. She had 11 in the first half, 7 in the second half. Also with 9 points, Stacy Slater, 4 in the first half, 5 in the second. 3 points as far as the starter for Callie Ryder, a little bit below her scoring average tonight, 3 points on a field